English 4391 peeps here in the home studio with 8th grader doing math. Really, yes. And just here to talk to you really quickly about this, the rest of this week's work. As you know, this semester is really finishing our projects. It's finishing the project for Epsilon, and it's finishing our web of portfolio. I've really been impressed with the work that has been done with the Epsilon questions. Several TAMUCC people have been getting on those questions, posting questions, making suggestions, communicating effectively with students at the other universities, negotiating, combining questions, things like that. The list is evolving. Remember, that list does need to be completed by today. Those questions. So we're working on finishing up those questions. And then generally what I'm asking you to do is just continue to work on your project and give me an update. Let me know what's going on, what questions you have, and let me know how I can help. Similarly with our web portfolio, they're developing, you're working on them over time. I did send around one example of Elijah's web portfolio because I liked the way he designed it using Wix, and I thought the way he had a very specific set of things he wanted to present, which was his work in literary studies, his writing projects or creative writing projects, and his work in the honors program, which I thought was a good way to divide things up. He's got separate sections for each, and you all are beginning to make those decisions as well. So I want you to continue to work on your writing portfolio. For those of you who are taking this as a capstone for English, your English program. I believe there are only 3 of you in this class doing that. But for those of you who are taking this as a Lit Studies capstone, I'm sorry, I said the wrong thing, as a Writing Studies capstone, there's some specific instructions in the reading and the writing sections as well. But again, that only applies if this is your Writing Studies capstone. Now, just going on very briefly, for those of you who are, this is not intended to be a lot of extra work. Basically, what you've got to do is choose 4 papers of stuff you've already done. We're not expecting you to create new work, but look over the work that you've already done over the course of your career. I do ask that one of those be a literary studies paper, and then you need to create in your web folio some way to showcase those senior capstone portfolio, something like that, or more imaginative, but make sure it's clear what it is. Showcase or include those documents, and then you have to write a reflection and their very specific instructions, which are basically the 3 prompts in that assignment, and you need to write about a 250-word response to each of those prompts. So that being said, that's what it is. Again, it's a little bit of work, but it's not a lot of extra work, and it's not intended to be a lot of extra work. And hopefully we can organize a way for you all to give each other feedback and read each other's reflections as well. That's, again, English majors only. For you all English majors and for the rest of you all, look forward to seeing your work. And as always, give me a holler if I can help. Thanks. See you Monday, if not before.